The world's most prestigious wakeboard tour has made its way to the Pacific Northwest for an epic weekend of big air, rail riding, and high-stakes competition. With only 2 stops left on the MasterCraft Pro Wakeboard Tour, the points race is more intense than ever. Phil, the real deal Sovin, holds on to a 10-point lead over the young Aussie phenom, Harley Clifford. Will both of them podium here in Washington and set the stage for an epic tour showdown? This is stop number 4 of the MasterCraft Pro Wakeboard Tour in Monroe, Washington.
Everybody to Monroe, Washington for another exciting stop of the MasterCraft Pro Wakeboard Tour. It's stop number 4. I'm Will Christian and I'm joined now by MasterCraft's own Zane Schwenk. Now Zane, this is the first time that the tour has come to Monroe. Can you tell me a little bit about where we are?
Well, this is Lake Ty. It's a 42-acre man-made lake that's absolutely the most pristine spot in the Northwest for wakeboarding. Deep water, the wake is huge, and we've got 30 of the best riders in the world that are all vying for that coveted Pro Wakeboard Tour win.
It's going to be incredible, isn't it? Quite a day. And like you said, these guys have come from all over the globe. We've got this contest going on between 11-year veteran to the Pro Tour, Phil Sovin, and Australia's 17-year-old Harley Clifford, who's obviously been taking the sport by storm. High-end spins, high-tech maneuvers, unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And speaking of unbelievable, we've got Rusty, the Bone Crusher Malinowski. He's got some tech too. And we've got Aaron Rathie, 2009 King of Wake winner. But we're really excited to see back on tour for the first time this year, the always fun to watch and unpredictable Danny Harp.
It's going to be an unbelievable battle, Zane. I personally can't wait. And of course, speaking of Rusty Malinowski, we actually caught up with him earlier because his boards are designed at the Hyperlight factory right here in Washington. So he told us a little bit about his 2012 Pro model, the Merrick.
What's up, everyone? It's Rusty Malinowski. We're here in Monroe, Washington. I'm super excited to tell you guys a little bit about my 2012 Hyperlight Merrick. The 2012 Merrick is our fastest, most responsive board in the line. When I'm riding this board, I feel like it gets on edge super quick, it lands with speed, and it's got a ton of pop. When we first started testing this board, I was amazed right off the bat with how much speed this board had and just the pop off the top of the wake. You have to be a little bit more patient, but if you wait to the top of the wake, it's insane. The Merrick is super durable. I typically get to ride the same board for months on end. Try to go as big as possible when I'm riding at home, hitting tons of double ups, riding on tour, beating it down on the rails, and just taking everything into the flats. This is the new Hyperlight system binding, and this is my new Merrick boot. In the past 2 years riding the new system, I've had more response, my foot's closer to the board, and it's absolutely insane. All right, you guys at home, out there looking for a board, let's go down to your local shop and take this thing for a test ride. I promise you, there's no better board out there, otherwise I wouldn't be riding it.
The Junior Pro Men's Division consists of upcoming riders ages 13 to 17 who are training to turn pro. In Monroe, 4 finalists got their shot to turn heads in front of a fired-up crowd. Newcomer Gordon Harrison made his finals debut by outscoring Japan's Shota Tezuka and California's Josh Twelker.
I'm so stoked right now. Like, this is my first final ever, so, you know, being able to come out and ride really good means a lot to me, and I hope everyone liked it.
While Gordon was able to land 2 difficult moves called Mode 5s, he couldn't match the spin capability of the kid they call Daniel Superpowers from Orlando.
I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Landed a 7 off the double up, and hope it's enough to win.
Daniel's double up was enough to take his 3rd win of the season, moving him up in the rankings into 2nd place behind Shota Tezuka and laying the groundwork for an exciting finale to the Junior Pro Men's season.
Do not touch that dial because coming up, it's time for the double up and kicker contest, and we can see who's going to go the biggest. And then it's time for the Pro Men's Final, the event everybody's been waiting for. The world's top riders are going to battle it out in what is sure to be an epic showdown, so stay with us.
The 2011 MasterCraft Pro Wakeboard Tour is brought to you by Rockstar Energy Drink, party like a rock star, Transworld Wakeboarding, and by Billabong. You know the feeling.
Welcome back everyone to Monroe, Washington for the second to last stop of the MasterCraft Pro Wakeboard Tour, and I'm joined now by one of the superstars of the Pro Tour, MasterCraft and Rockstar rider Rusty Malinowski. Now Rusty, you're focused right now, you're getting ready for the Overton's double up contest. Can you tell the folks at home who don't know exactly what a double up is?
Yeah, the double up happens when the boat does a full circle and the wakes collide, and you basically get double-sized wake, and it's like a big natural kicker. You can go twice as high in the air and do a lot of hard tricks.
And we've seen a lot of hard tricks. We've actually seen quite a variety of different riders taking the wins. What's your strategy to take the win today?
I'm just going to go for the 1080 because if that goes down 9 times out of 10, you're going to win, and I've got it on lock, so I'm going to go for that. For a lot of the other riders doing double flips, a young junior rider won the first double up contest with a big, huge heel 9, so they're just looking for people to stick big, clean tricks.
The louder you get, the bigger these riders go. Let's get loud and make some noise for Darth Vader, Danny Harf.
Oh! Danny Harf, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him. Going for the double Indy 90 roll.
Went for a double, didn't really make it around, but just going for it for the crowd. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, the Bone Crusher can hear you guys getting set up right now. It's that electricity that makes moments like this absolutely amazing. Toe side edge up and in, check it out.
That was so almost awesome.
I literally did a 1080 perfect and dropped the handle. So bummed, but you either go for it or you go home.
Oh, look how teed up that thing is. Oh, 1080! That would have been the first one Phil Sovins ever landed in a contest. It was so close to awesome.
Everyone fell into their double up, so I went out and did a Crow 5 for the first one. Win the contest, and the second one we tried a 10, and I had it. I stomped it and just popped the handle. Same thing happened to Rusty, so I don't know. I'm kind of bummed. I wish I would have stuck it.
And your champion, get him up here, Phil, the real deal, toe side, Skeezer 540, Sovin.
It feels pretty good. I mean, the double up thing, unfortunately, a lot of the guys went down, so I just went and did the Crow 5. I really wanted to get that 10, though. It sucks I popped the handle. It would have been a little bit sweeter of a win, but I'll take it.
Michigan's Danny Bernstein joins me now as he's preparing to go out for probably what's one of the crowd's most favorite part of the Pro Tour, the Big Air Kicker Contest. Now, Danny, you've been obviously going into this kicker contest here every stop so far. What keeps bringing you back?
Well, it's the fact that it reminds me of snowboarding back home, and a $1,000 cash prize is just awesome. I get to compete against two of the best kicker contest riders I know, Dean Smith and Chad Sharp. So just gonna go out there and have some fun today and hopefully boot some big air.
And next, we got the Big Air Kicker Contest, what you all been waiting for right now, coming up. First off the dock, we got Danny Bernstein and Phil, the real deal Sovin, going head to head, one after the other, coming off that kicker.
Big Air jumping in. Phil Sovin back 720 going down.
I did the kicker contest and didn't do so well. Not much to talk about.
Here he comes, Danny Bernstein. Oh, that was unreal.
Just had two good hits, First hit, did a nice big stale glide, and second hit went for a switch Hoochie 313 and just popped the handle on the landing.
As they come by, make some noise closest to shore. Chad Sharp and Dean Smith.
Whoa, that was insane.
Seriously, you see how big it was? Ow! It makes my eyes hurt, it's so big. Had a bit of a shocker at the last couple and finally brought the old girl back out again, Hoochie back three, and managed to ride away, and felt big. Probably wasn't the smoothest and cleanest one I've ever done, but it felt big, so I guess that's what we're out here for, and hopefully get the win. See what happens.
Make some noise for Chad Sharp, the Canadian Equation.
Dino killed it. He got that Hoochie glide back three, so I wanted to go for the other-handed Hoochie front three, and came about 270 and got the back edge, but fun event though.
And your champion, once again, Ronix team rider with a massive Hoochie backside 360. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Dean Smith. So Dean, you got that Hoochie back three on lock, man. Do you think that thing is beatable?
I don't know. I was happy to get it first go. I've fallen on it the last few times at the last couple of contests, and I don't know. It's handy to have in my back pocket, that's for sure.
Coming up, the pro women are going to take to the water and rip it up here on Lake Tai. And then it's time for the main event. It's the pro men's finals, and they're going to put on a show to remember. So stay tuned. Back in Monroe, Washington for stop number 4 out of 5 of the MasterCraft Pro Wakeboard Tour, and I'm hanging out now with Australia's Amber Wing, who's getting ready to go out for the Pro Women's Final. Now, Amber, you've had an incredible season so far. 2 out of 3 wins here on the Pro Tour. Your friends and family back in Australia, they must love that.
Yeah, it's great. You know, when I come off the water and I find out the results, I call home and let my mum and dad know, my brother and sister, and they're just so pumped and, you know, can't believe it every weekend.
No, and of course, you're about to go out again today. Tough competition. Can you tell us who you're up against today? What are their strong points?
Yeah, this weekend in finals we have Shauna Hoffman, who hasn't really ridden the tour this year. Nicola Butler, always killing it, you know, getting tech. We have Emily Copeland, who has been right up there on tour this year. Rami Merritt, always killing it. And Anna Hajek, which she's brought out some new tricks and is super stylish on the rails.
Six pro women hit the water in today's final, all being judged on the difficulty and amount of tricks in their runs. Shauna Hoffman, Anna Hajek, and Rami Merritt all had some big moves on the water, but couldn't put together a stand-up run. The battle would come down to 3 contest veterans, Amber Wing, Emily Copeland-Durham, and Nicola Butler, who are all locked in a tight points race with only 2 stops to go on tour.
Yeah, Amber Wing's in the lead right now, and then got Melissa in second. I'm sitting in third, so yeah, hoping to change that.
England's Nicola Butler, known for her technical maneuvers, blasts a couple big airs and stylishly transfers the fun box, but fails to land her high-scoring banger, the Moby Dick. Emily Copeland-Durham, competing again after having a baby, is excited to be back and riding at the top of her game.
I'm feeling great. I'm about to go out and ride in the finals, and I feel excited. You know, this is the 4th stop of the tour. 4th final for me, so life's good.
Emily lands 2 very difficult moves in her passes, the wrap KGB and the Tootsie Roll. She does a board slide transfer on the fun box, but one trick eludes her not once, but twice in her finals run, the roll to blind. The final rider in the heat, Amber Wing, has the tricks to outscore Emily and Nicola. Now she has to battle the mental game.
every contest, it gets just that little bit more nerve-wracking for me because, you know, I'm competing against myself to stay on top and to take the Queen of Wake title.
Amber puts together an incredible first pass, landing 3 of her most difficult tricks. Very big and very clean. On pass number 2, Amber does a board slide transfer on the fun box and a massive scarecrow. That's a stand-up run with lots of air and lots of tech. Amber Wing will take the win here in Monroe, followed by Emily Copeland-Durham in second, and Nicola Butler comes in third.
Yeah, definitely had the headwind on my mind, and I was pretty nervous today, just, you know, with my winning streak. So, yeah, I was really happy that I rode big and clean and took the win.
Well, here it is. It's time for the main event. It's the Pro Men's Finals, and we have 5 finalists on the dock right now, ready to go out and try and lay down their best score. We've seen some flawless runs from Phil Soben and Harley Clifford so far this season, and these two are actually tied right now for points. So whoever takes this win here in Monroe is actually going to go in pole position into the 5th and final tour stop. Who's that rider going to be? Let's check it out now.
A 6-man final is about to go down in front of a maxed-out crowd here on Lake Tide. Joining Phil Soben and Harley Clifford in the finals are Rockstar team riders Aaron Rathie and Dean Smith, Ball and Bob Soben, and MasterCraft team rider Andrew Atkinson, who's been training hard for this contest.
I had 2.5 weeks at home, and I just went for it. I just rode pretty much every day, and every set, I didn't hold back. I just went for it, man. I got up behind the X-Star at my own house, and that helps a ton, and just rode as much as I could, man. I just got tons of water time, and I didn't hold back. You have to go for it to advance it all out of any round right now on the tour, so hopefully I'm gonna do that right now.
Atkinson is known for his tech, and here in the final, he rides with a ton of confidence, standing up his run and landing everything very clean. The trick that gets the crowd on their feet is a giant 313, which takes him about 15 feet in the air and way out into the flats.
I really wanted to make it to the 313 at the end, just kind of throw a crowd pleaser and stoke these guys out. I mean, we got so many people out here, we got a huge crowd. I wanted to do my part and make this a good time for everybody.
Ball and Bob Soben loves to ride for the crowd as well. On his first pass, he sticks back-to-back 900s, 2 extremely difficult spins. Then, Bob lands short on a mute chromo and can't ride away, putting an end to his podium bid. The reigning world champ, Dean Smith from Australia, rides next and has one of his best runs of the season.
I'm really happy with the way I'm riding right now. I've been confident all season and just haven't quite put it together all season. I had a couple bad contests, a couple of average ones, and this one's finally the one that I've been looking for. I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling confident, and I'll probably be disappointed if I don't podium at this.
You don't want to go anywhere because there are still 3 finalists on the dock in this Pro Men's final, including Phenom Harley Clifford and Tour veteran Phil Soben. We need to see who is going to be able to step up to the plate and take the win here in Monroe. Don't go away.
The 2011 MasterCraft Pro Wakeboard Tour is brought to you by MasterCraft, held to a higher standard. Hyperlight Wakeboards, join the revolution. And by Overtons.com, King of Wake's official water sports supplier.
Welcome back to the 4th stop of the MasterCraft Pro Wakeboard Tour here in Monroe, Washington. We're currently halfway through the Pro Men's Finals, and on the dock still to ride are Harley Clifford and Phil Soben, our points leaders. One of these guys is going to be Tour champion, but not without a fight, so let the battle begin.
Joining Harley and Phil on the dock is the 2009 King of Wake, Aaron Rathie. Rathie had knee surgery last year and has been rehabbing his way back into fighting shape, impressing everyone with a finals berth here in Monroe.
Yeah, definitely having Rathie in the mix makes me nervous. You know, back in 09, it was me and him battling out for first and second all the time, so
he's a really tough competitor, and it's cool to see him in the finals again.
Rathie starts things off by olling up onto the fun box and nose pressing across, one of the only riders doing that. He then sticks his signature toe back 5 right into an X-mobe, which is a switch back roll combined with a frontside 360. On pass number 2, Rathie lands back-to-back 720 spins and again slays the fun box, finishing things off with a melon chromo. This is a very high-scoring run for the dominator, Aaron Rathie.
I definitely want to stand on the rails. I mean, all these guys are really good at tech tricks, and that's kind of my weakness, so I just stuck to good spins, and hopefully, I hit the rails good. I got a good front board the whole way across, 90 out, and then got a really good nose press too, so I was pumped. I mean, I worked on my strengths, and I think that's how it's going to pay off for me.
Phil, the real deal Sobin, rides next and is up to Rathie's challenge, but he also has to watch out for the rider after him, Harley Clifford.
I can take everybody. Contest. That's what you gotta do to win. You gotta find everyone's flaws and everyone's positives.
Phil is a master tactician and is riding at the top of his game despite being an 11-year veteran on the tour. Phil shows his mastery of tech tricks by landing 5 mobs in his first pass, including a trick only he is doing in contest, the Whirly 720. Phil is also able to land a Switch 900 and a Moby Dick 540 in his run before going down on a Pete 5 attempt. Still, an impressive finals run for the Iceman, Phil Sobin.
Back down on the Switch Heel 7, then went for the Pete 5, and the wind just caught me a little bit and lost a handle and couldn't pull it out. So see what Harley does here and maybe go for it again.
Yeah, definitely to beat Phil this round. It's going to take a couple extra tricks that I haven't been doing lately, and I'm going to start stealing a couple of his tricks. I'm going to throw the Whirly Dick in there, and hopefully that will be enough for me to take out the win.
When 17-year-old Harley Clifford is on, he's unbeatable. One of the most technical riders in wakeboarding with multiple 900s in his run. Harley starts his run with a massive front mob 540. He then lands a toe side 900 right into a lofty off-axis backside 720. At this point, Harley is scoring high in spins. He then transfers back lip to 90 out on the fun box, then unbelievably cases the landing on a crow mob 540. And that fall right there knocks Harley Clifford off the podium. Phil, the real deal Sobin, takes the win here in Washington, followed by the dominator Aaron Rathie in second place, and the All-American Andrew Atkinson comes in third.
Got 3 in a row now, so I'm stoked. It gives me a 45 or 55-point lead on the Pro Tour with 1 event left, so as long as I don't do something stupid in Tennessee, I should take another title home, so I'm happy.
Join us next time as the King of Wake Series heads to Minneapolis for the National Championships, and the race for the title continues. For more information and upcoming TV times and air dates, go to facebook.com/King of Wake.